Good morning. Welcome to Speaker Vasta challenge number, no day number. Think it's 13. Yeah, cause you got an 8,
hmm
so yeah, 13. Almost halfway. Crazy times. Well, thank you for being here. I asked you for 5 days. However, if you're enjoying yourself and want to continue practicing, happen on every morning if you want to.
hmm
And let me know if you will be doing that just so I'm prepared to, have a partner. Right. If you only wanted to do 5 and you are like, I'm out, I get it.
Well, do you have a partner for the next five?
No, I have Phoebe is gonna speak with me on Wednesday afternoon.
hmm
That's about it so far. Eleazar or Rugo. Wait, actually, I've not asked Rugo, but Eleazar hasn't got me, or Ruth hasn't got me. Me, no, Sarah. It's too many children.
There's
Sarah hasn't came back. I'm gonna see if she's wants to come back. And check in with Eleazar, see if he might wanna hop on. But you know what? The more the merrier. I'm gonna be doing this every day, so 7:30 in the morning. If you wanna come on, just hop on the link.
okay. Got you.
All right, wait. Good morning. Let's get going. What are you reading today?
A tree grows in Brooklyn.
That's a
Yeah,
book.
get the book.
That's the same book you were reading yesterday.
hmm
Have you changed book three times already, or just twice?
Well, just twice.
Ah.
I do have another book that I could read from. The Lying Game. Ooh.
Mhm. Well, how about we switch things up and I go first today?
Hey.
Okay, I'm gonna keep reading Miss Raymond Vanessa Power Confidence. I am on page number 4 because I did read page 3 yesterday by myself to make up for Sunday.
hmm
So we are gonna keep going. In on the second page, she just talks about how she grew up as a dancer and a performer, and
Oh.
that gave her confidence and power. Like, no, that's what she needed when she was young, but when she, got into the professional world of performance, her confidence was not as strong anymore because, people tell you have big tie. When they told her she was a good dancer, but she has like no big tie. Are missing the right tie? Like,
Thigh.
yeah, that thigh on your leg. And then she concludes saying that it doesn't matter what industry you are in, the challenge is it remains the same, like women in general. I think,
Mm.
I don't think she says women in general, but I think this book is where it's going. Anyways, page number 4. If you are in corporate arena, your job interview can be related to my audition. Okay, so in on the last page, she talks about how, like, when you go auditioning, they tell you no, or you're not the right for the part without any explanation, which
hmm
which can damage your self-esteem. So let's read. If you are in the corporate arena, your job interview can be related to my auditions. You are being judged on your performance and risk the chance of rejection. Or in your social life, quite often, the first date can make you feel as if you are being assessed as worthy or unworthy. I'm sure you understand what I'm getting at. In life, we are being evaluated frequently, and we need to be able to sift through the incoming onslaught onslaught of others' opinion versus our knowledge of who we are deep down in our souls. I was very lucky that my parents provided me with an incredible solid foundation of self-worth and belief in my capability. Thankfully, this gave me a healthy mindset throughout my years of auditions that were often accompanied by heartless comments from the directors, producer, and choreographers alike. During this time, I was also performing on cruise ship and dealing with the audience reactions. This was also a great challenge for me. People in general can be quite heartless and insensitive at times. I am grateful that I was level-headed enough not to become another victim of eating disorder as our and repetitive plastic surgery, which I recognize in many of my fellow peers. So thank you, Mom and Dad, for that foundation and for giving me a sense of self efficacy and worth. You have helped me more than you know. And learned. I was not even looking up this time. Typically I do.
I mean, it is the first read, so like we give grace. Um,
Yeah, tell me what you think of it.
yeah, it's just like the looking up, the tone, and like the engaging. They weren't there, but I mean, you
How,
were also said healthy the right way.
but how's my reading? How's my voice? Or my
Your book.
enunciation, mostly, yeah, for the most part. Or,
Um,
like, do you hear the loudness versus when we started, or like the more confidence?
like your enunciation of the words.
Okay.
Healthy. Come on.
Earth, Earth, oh my goodness. I need ChatGPT to say that in my ear like a whole day.
Healthy. Healthy.
If you're in the corporate arena, your job interview can be related to my auditions. You are being judged on your performance and risk the chance of rejection. Or in your social life, quite often that first date can make you feel as if you're being assessed as worthy or unworthy. I am sure you understand that what I'm getting. I'm sure you understand what I'm getting at. In life, we are being evaluated frequently, and we need to be able to sift through the incoming onslaught of others' opinion versus our knowledge of who we are deep down in our souls. I was very lucky that my parents provided me with an incredible, solid foundation of self-worth and belief in my capabilities. Thankfully, this gave me a healthy mindset throughout my years of auditions that were often accompanied by heartless comments from directors, producers, and choreographers alike. During this time, I was also performing on cruise ship and dealing with the audience rejections. This was also a great challenge for me. This was also a great challenge for me. People in general can be quite heartless and insensitive at times. I am grateful that I was level-headed enough not to become another victim of eating disorders and repetitive plastic surgery, which I recognize in many of my fellow peers. So, thank you, Mom and Dad, for that foundation and for giving me a sense of self-efficacy and worth. You have helped me in more than you have helped me more than you know.
Um, I think reading wise, like the first take, like not like with the tone and all that stuff, but just like reading it first take may have been better. But
In
but
in what way?
and just I was just like read through. But in the second one, the looking up and like the you added more pauses, so that was better.
So
What do you
how was the first better?
oh just like by reading it like through. Like
Okay.
I think in the second one, not that it's bad, but they were like you would repeat some of the words. Not that it's
Yeah.
what do you
Hmm.
think?
Well, I did pause more. I think my voice was low in the second one, and I yes, I didn't read as good as I did stumble on some words, but
Hmm.
that's when I tried to combine the lookup, the reading. I mean,
Hmm.
this book is like text heavy, so yeah, like the first one I didn't look up because I was reading like line by line, like where did I left off?
Hmm.
Or this third time I'm gonna read louder and try not to stumble on any word. I'm gonna be loud and slow. If you're in the corporate arena, your job interview can be related to my auditions. You are being judged on your performance and risk the chance of rejection. Or in your social life, quite often, that first date can make you feel as if you are being assessed as worthy or unworthy. I'm sure you understand what I'm getting at. In life, we are being evaluated frequently and we need to be able to step through the incoming onslaught of others' opinion versus our knowledge of who we are deep down in our souls. I was very lucky that my parents provided me with an incredible solid foundation of self-worth and belief in in my capabilities. Thankfully, this gave me a healthy mindset throughout my years of auditions that were often accompanied by heartless comments from the directors, producers, and choreographers alike. During this time, I was also performing on cruise ship, and dealing with audience rejections. This was also a great challenge for me. This was also a great challenge for me. People in general can be quite heartless and insensitive at times. I am grateful that I was level-headed enough not to become another victim of eating disorders and repetitive plastic surgery, which I recognized in many of my fellow peers. So thank you, Mom and Dad, for that foundation and for giving me a sense of self-efficacy and worth. You have helped me more than you know.
I actually think that was the best one.
Yeah, I think I did all right. Some words are just like related. Like I know I said this word in real life and I say it fun, but reading it I'm like,
Re-
you say?
Related.
Yeah, like related. Okay, see, I think I think yeah, I need to learn how to read like different sounds because when I read it, I think it's like re and it's just related, like related. Like in the process of trying to like open my mouth more,
Mhm.
some words you don't have to open your mouth. You just
Related.
yeah, like yeah. Yes, yeah. I think I did better. Think louder. I was more confident.
Hmm.
Think I paused more, like made you understand the story better. What's your opinion?
Yeah, I think taking it slow for the third try was a good decision. Like, you did the pauses, you did the looking up, and also when like the punctuation, like commas, I feel like commas are like a very important thing to like convey when you're speaking. Like you can read it, but
Mm,
then like taking the pauses.
yeah. Yeah, some of these sentences are so short. I thought that was gonna be like a long. I'm like, oh, I gotta pause. That was just a quick sentence. Like, read ahead. Learn how to read ahead. Mm.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
rough.
like skim to see where the sentence is supposed to end. Oh, well, it is your turn.
Eh. Okay, reading. Oh, what a wonderful day was Saturday in Brooklyn. Actually, pause. I need to drink water.
I'm on a diet, and I just need to stay hydrated today.
Oh, what a wonderful day was Saturday in Brooklyn. Oh, how wonderful anywhere. People were paid on Saturday, and it was a holiday without the rigidness of a Sunday. People had money to go out and buy things. They ate well for once, got drunk, had dates, made love, and stayed up until all hours, singing, playing music, fighting, and dancing because the morrow was their own free day. They could sleep late, until late mass anyhow. On Sunday, most people crowded into 11 o'clock mass. Well, some people, a few, went to early 6 o'clock mass. They were given credit for this, but they deserved none, for they were the ones who had stayed out so late that it was morning when they got home. So they went out to early mass, got it over with, and went home and slept all day with a free conscience. So I read more.
That's up to you.
Mm. For Francie, Saturday started up with the trip to the Nucky. She and her brother Neely, like other broken kids, collected rags, paper, metal, rubber, and other junk and hoarded it in locked cellar bins or in boxes hidden under the bed.
Mhm. You mean you know how to read well, but you are like not being intentional, if I may say.
Mm,
Like you sound like when you said the word mass, the word before or after kind of like like
oh,
mumbles or like becomes one because so I would say slow and pause, like let the sentence sink.
mm,
And it means slower just so you can take the pause. I feel like your pace is fine, you're just not taking some pauses to like
settle. Mm.
settle the tone. You're just like reading through the whole thing.
Got you. Okay. Oh, what a wonderful day was Saturday in Brooklyn. Oh, how wonderful anywhere. People were paid on Saturday, and it was a holiday without the rigidness of a Sunday. People had money to go out and buy things. They ate well for once, got drunk, had dates, made love, and stayed up until all hours, singing, playing music, fighting, and dancing, because the morrow was their own free day. They could sleep late, until late mass anyhow. On Sunday, most people crowded into the 11 o'clock mass. Well, some people, a few, went to early 6 o'clock mass. They were given credit for this, but they deserved none, for they were the ones who had stayed out so late that it was morning when they got home. So they went to this early mass, got it over with, and went home and slept all day with a free conscience. For Francie, Saturday started with a trip to the junkie. She and her brother Neely, like all other Brooklyn kids, collected rags, paper, metal, rubber, and other junk and hoarded it in a locked cellar, bins, or in boxes hidden under the bed.
You spoke like especially in the first paragraph, you were doing really good at emphasizing specific words. That was really good. You were louder. Second paragraph, you kind of went back to your reading.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so you know how to do it, just be mindful that take those pauses, like it makes us understand more what you're reading. It's more like flows well. Like you can read, you just need to read even better than you read. Take
You
those.
can always.
Yeah, I think you're just missing the pauses so we can like, and also you were doing eye contact. That was good. So keep it up. So yeah, do it again. Louder, slower, eye contact.
Eye contact.
Oh,
Oh,
no, engaging. You don't have to do eye contact, but if you know, feel like no, understand what you're reading. So engage depends on what you are reading.
hmm. Okay. Oh, what a wonderful day was Saturday in Brooklyn. Oh, how wonderful anywhere. People were paid on Saturday, and it was a holiday without the rigidness of a Sunday. People had money to go out and buy things. They ate well for once, got drunk, had dates, made love, and stayed up until all hours, singing, playing music, fighting, and dancing, because tomorrow was their own free day. They could sleep late until late mass, anyhow. On Sunday, most people crowded into the 11 o'clock mass. Well, some people, a few, went to early 6 o'clock mass. They were given credit for this, but they deserved none, for they were the ones who had stayed out so late that it was morning when they got home. So they went to this early mass, got it over with, and went home and slept all day with a free conscience. For Francie, Saturday started with a trip to the junkie. She and her brother Neely, like all the other neighborhood Brooklyn kids, collected rags, paper, metal, rubber, and other junk and hoarded it in log cellar bins or in boxes hidden under the bed.
You did very good. You like, yeah, like especially like when you're listing off like things, you took good pauses. You were even like moving your head, even saying you with your head while you were reading it.
I
Yeah,
think like body movement helps with reading, or at least like
yeah. No, act it out. Let it out. Let us know how it feels to read that book while we are listening to. Yeah, that was a very good job. You did a good body movement to like emphasize what you were reading. You were making eye contact. You did a lot of pauses, and you were loud. Like I mean, you are loud to begin with, but like when you pause, you sound more like clear and louder.
mm,
So yeah, good job.
yay. I feel like my voice is not in it today. Need
Uh,
to drink water.
okay. Well, let's come up with something to talk about today. I'm actually not sorry, my bad. What did you think you did? Give yourself some feedback.
Um, I think I did well.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Um, Personally, I think maybe more energy because I feel like it's just a bit low today. But other than that, I think it was okay.
Yeah, well, I think your energy was better in the third. I mean, maybe it is the energy in general, but your energy reading it the third time was more upbeat because you were doing more body movements or the being engaging with the audience, so with what you are reading.
Nice.
So I have a question for you. What's your like this summer? If you do have any plans this summer, anything big happening? You looking forward to?
Um, so I'm taking classes this summer. Um, the first set like course semester it ends in September. So I'll
Mhm.
be busy with that. But something I'm looking forward to is I want to like do more bucket list summer things. Like I want to go to Six Flags again. I want to take a trip. So I feel like if I'm intentional with like rewarding myself for taking these summer classes, I'll have something to look forward to, like going somewhere, but not yet. Like I haven't planned anything or
Mhm.
yeah. But what about you?
Yeah, by the way, I was what?
Any more conferences coming up?
Yeah, yeah, but I need some fun in my life, not conferences. I need to go on a vacation, on a beach vacation.
Exactly.
I need a beach vacation. I hope that happens. I mean, I have to manifest it. I have to work towards it. I have to, I make it happen. So I'm hoping when that miracles, because miracles, don't just happen.
Exactly.
But I've been working so hard. I'm like, when is it gonna happen? But it's soon. I see the light at the end of the tunnel. I have to keep
Keep it focused.
focused. Now, this summer, I'm hoping I meet great people, just in general. Like I've been doing a lot of networking, going out with my neighbors. I'm even friends with my neighbors nowadays.
Cool.
Mhm. So I'm gonna put on summer pool party for the apartment complex. I want to be more proactive in my community. I am a community builder, but I can be shy or in the past I've been like, nobody. I mean, people, it's hard. Sometimes like I want people who are sure proactive. Like if I invite people for something you want, I'm like I expect them to show up, and then but you gotta be patient. You have to like let people get to know you, get to know who you're about, all those things. But my plans for this summer is to hopefully do more fun things in Colorado, like go hiking. I think I'm gonna go hiking tomorrow.
Cool.
In the morning, I also need to make content for it. So I am gonna go, but also that's good. You know what? I need to make content for hiking tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
It's good because it's forcing me to do things like having a content calendar I'm doing. It's helping me do things outside of I mean I do love hiking, but I make excuses to be like, oh, I'm busy. Life is too short to be sitting on a computer all day every day. But my goal is to have more fun, hang out with people, get to know my community, maybe do a couple events, and of course I want to go on a vacation. Oh, next month I'm gonna go to Atlanta, Georgia. Where
Oh,
Atlanta, Georgia, and Augusta, Georgia. It's my birthday, but I'm going there slash cooking slash work slash vacation. I know a friend who has a beautiful home there.
hmm.
He actually just came back from Kenya. He brought some clay pots, so I'm gonna be doing some cooking, some content creation, and maybe a little vacation on his lake.
Hey, Con.
So I'm looking forward to that. Um, yeah, that's my plans on my hopeful plans for the summer.
I think I'm gonna adopt some of your plans, like having more fun, being more like involved with the community, and again, I
Yeah,
feel like I need to put myself out there a little bit more.
you should like trust me. Like you need if there's one thing, advice that I can give you, get out there, be with the community, have friends, have people you know. Like you don't have to be best friends, but you need to know people. Like it's all about who you know.
Mm-hmm.
You could be the best at what you do, like I am. But if you know anybody or if nobody knows who you are, doesn't matter. Plus, when you start young, you build like a really good foundation of community network based. Like if I was more outgoing when I was your age, I don't know where I would be. But so you know what? I think everything happens at the right time. Maybe I wasn't ready for what's to come. Now that I'm more older, I am. But with guidance, you don't have to wait long for yourself. You don't have to like miss out on what could be a great 20s of your life.
Right?
Go out
Again.
there, go say hi to your neighbors, knock on the door, give them some cookies,
Oh.
go visit Paris. Yeah, no, get to like literally. I see in all my apartment complex that I have lived in, I didn't know my neighbors. Like I could have gotten sick and I wouldn't be able to even say like, no, can you take me to hospital? Or if I had a pet, I wouldn't be able to be like, can you take care of my pets? Like, well, I mean, that was just strange. And people typically were like, no, like in Austin, people just
Reserved.
walk and don't even look at you. But here, I make it a point to always say people in the elevator, hi, say hi, say them my name. And it's been amazing. Like my neighbor's gonna come help me take out my braids Thursday. Ah, we have dinner. I'm gonna cook dinner for her. You gonna have dinner, watch a movie, drink some wine, and take my hair out. Amazing. See?
Ew.
Um,
Aw.
so do it. Literally, that's all you need to be successful and live a joyful life. Is community, community of people who sees you, who understands you, and you're gonna meet people who don't like you or who you don't like, but you know what?
That's all.
Don't even stay 2 seconds there. Keep moving. All right, wish me luck. Well, not like I'm gonna make it work. I have so much to do. I have to do these menus. I have to do the class outline. I have to make videos. Then
Cool.
shop, and then I have to get to this class in like